Okay, so I put up on Facebook that I was wanting to do a random questionnaire. Um, I didn't, however, get 20 questions. It's probably a good thing because this could take forever. I have 10. I had people comment and message. Let me get that list of questions up. Okay. The first question is how is it being a mother of 5? Well, I guess 4 and pregnant, or 4 with one on the way. It's not easy. Definitely not easy. But it's not crazy. Like, it's not. I can't complain about it. It's honestly not any different than 2. I mean, every mom has their days, and their good days and their bad days. Of course, there's people who look down on it because how often do you see a family with 5 kids? And I'm not saying it's like the rarest thing ever, but you don't see it very often. And there's some people who have negative comments but don't mean anything by it. And there's some people who have negative comments are just rude. But usually the way I deal with them people is, it's my life, not yours. It definitely does have its times. Like every other mom. I mean, you get aggravated. You just want to walk out and calm down. I mean, but like I said, every mom, no matter the number of kids, has these times. I deal with fighting. I deal with whiny kids. I deal with arguing. I deal with, it's my turn to sit in this chair. Such and such sat here last time. I mean, you deal with dumb stuff, which is not dumb to them, but dumb stuff all the time. And you're going to deal with that it doesn't matter how many kids you have. I mean, even if you have one and it has a friend, I mean, you have friends that have friends that have kids that come over. They're going to fight. Little kids are going to fight. I mean, it's whatever. Really, like, the 3 older ones are fine. It's the little one that's mean to them. But really, that's about it. I mean, it has its times, just like it does with any other amount of kids. I have my good times. I have my bad times. I mean, more hectic times sometimes. I mean, I break up fights while I'm getting stuff out of my little one's mouth because he insists on putting everything in his mouth. I would say the worst thing is having 2 in diapers. So I'm hoping to have him out of diapers by the time this baby gets here, because that's probably the worst thing, is having 2 in diapers. So I'm saying, if you want a big family and it's what you want, then you go for it. Don't let, I mean, as long as you are ready and you feel like you can do it. I mean, I'll just be honest. I don't have patience. I don't have a lot of patience. I mean, I do. Obviously, I have to have some, but I don't have a lot of patience. So, you do what you want to do. I'll just say, somebody's always going to have something to say. I mean, always. It doesn't matter. Somebody will have something to say. So, anyway. Kids' names and ages. Okay, we'll say first names. So my oldest is Jordan, and he's 8. My next one is Kane, and he is 6. Dylan, and he is 3. And Peyton, and he is 18 months. And mean. What do you do? What do you do with your downtime? I don't get a lot of that, but usually if the older 2 are in school and my 2 little ones go to sleep like they did today, I take a nap too. That's usually what I do. If they're knocked out, then 9 times out of 10 I'm knocked out. I guess maybe before I got pregnant, I wasn't as tired, so I would, try to clean up around here a little bit, but now usually when they're asleep, I'm asleep. What's your favorite movie? Man, that is a toughie. My favorite movie, I would probably say the Hatfield McCoy movie. That's just recent. I mean, I would have to say my favorite now. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. I really like that movie. Favorite thing to do? My favorite thing to do is read when I get time. I just finished, I know this is kind of like I got it out of the school list reading section or whatever. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. I just read that. I just finished reading it not too long ago. I love that book. But I don't get to read very often, but I love to do it when I can. Okay, wait a minute. How do you and your husband spend time together with having 4 kids? We don't. We don't. But he works the second shift, so he works from daylight till dark. And we see each other a few hours of the morning, which we still have 2 little ones here, and we see each other like 2 hours of the night when he gets home if we're still up. Which we usually still have the 2 little ones if they're usually still awake. Or when my 2 older ones go to their grandparents' house, then no, go in there. No. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, if they go to their grandparents' house, then we'll send the 2 little ones to his mom's house sometimes, and we'll go out and eat or something, but I always, so I always have at least 2 of them all the time. I mean, all the time. Who is your best friend? Yeah, right, in this town. I don't have a best friend. I have a lot of good friends, but I don't have a best friend. Where I'm from, for the people on YouTube who don't know me, you don't have best friends here. It doesn't happen. You have friends and friends who talk about you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a best friend. I have really good friends. And quite a few really good friends that I talk to, but I there's just, I don't know. It's a Dramaville here is all it is. 95% of the people who live in this town know more about you than you know about yourself. So yeah. If you could go anywhere, where would you go and why? I wouldn't go anywhere, even though I just said that this town was Dramaville. I would not go anywhere. I've been to in the mountains, and I like it. I like going to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge or whatever. I do not like the beach. So anywhere that has sand and is very hot, count me out. But I mean, this town sucks, but it's home, and I'd rather be home than be anywhere else. What does your husband do for a living? He works in the coal mines, which is what over half the men here do. They either work on a pipeline, gas line, or they're in the coal mines. Or they do some kind of. Most of the men here, if they're not deadbeats, sorry, I'm just stating my opinion. If they're not deadbeats, you got your men who go out and labor. Like most of the jobs here that men do, they work. They work. Like it's not, or you have men who rely on our men for their unemployment. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything bad because some people, my husband's been laid off before too, and he has needed unemployment. I'm not saying anything bad about people who draw unemployment. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you're capable of working while you're drawing unemployment, it's different if you're looking for a job or just sitting at the house and doing nothing. My husband, on the other hand, can't stand, even on the weekends when he is off, he can't stand to be in this house. He has to be outside doing something, or if he's in the house, my house is usually clean. But he cannot stand to just sit and do nothing. So, I mean, like I said, if you're drawing unemployment and you're looking for a job to take care of your family, congratulations. But I'm just saying, this is just around here. You either have men who don't want to work, or you have men who work and they work hard. What's your favorite or least favorite chore? And least favorite chore? None of them? Okay. So the closest to favorite would probably be vacuuming. I mean, it's pretty simple. You just plug something up in the wall and push it around. And my least favorite is doing the dishes, which I don't do. Justin does the dishes, so say what you will, but I will not do dishes. I have a weak stomach. 9 times out of 10, something in the sink will stink. I mean, ugh. And I end up touching something really slimy or in the drain where I can't do it. I will throw up everywhere. So, that's all the questions I have. So, yeah. And if you have something you'd like to say or ask, be my guest. But I gave you my honest answers to every one of these questions. And I'm going to do my pregnancy vlog because I'm 14 weeks today. So, you guys have a good day.